we know that we are going. I got it. We know that we're going to encounter some type of conflict, some type of confrontation. I've said that. I've shared that before. So get in there, man.
All right, we're in there. Cool. So we have all right. So I evolved from getting a. I'm gonna just take by studio. Yeah, I want to exit this, and I'm gonna go straight to my Zoom. Yes, I am.
Let me share something, Nathan.
Yeah, go ahead and share. I'm gonna fix it.
Are we going to stay on this Zoom?
We're staying on the Zoom, bro.
I'm enjoying seeing you, bro. The passion that you're giving, that you're delivering. Clubhouse, like, you don't get that part, and I forget about that. And so whenever I see you doing it and delivering and the fire, like, I have no clue what those two cameras were that you said, but I saw the passion and conviction that you said, and I was like, I agreed. Like, wow.
Oh yeah.
Like, I see that conviction. But also, it's just funny because we were talking about vision. Like I said, I appreciated the vision. And then you said the evolution, basically. So, like, those two things, they go hand in hand, like, because in each of those points, like, there was a vision. It may have been readjusted, but there was this idea that you were headed towards, that you were going to evolve into. And I was just thinking about the evolution of anything. Like, it's really how things are made manifest, because we're always becoming. And so evolving is like taking your vision and making it manifest. It's the action. It's the process of doing that. As you evolve, that thing that was in your mind is now something that's real as you evolve, because now you're becoming that person. You have become that person. And you had said something about, staying still. Like, being stagnant is death. Like, water, if water is stagnant, it starts to get a film over it. You start getting all kinds of stuff, mosquitoes, all kinds of things. That's how swamps are formed. And those are nasty, marry places that have stagnant standing water that doesn't move, but fresh water moves. And that's why it's fresh. And so if you are being stagnant and you're not evolving, you actually are evolving, because the world is moving forward. Time is moving forward. And if you refuse to move with the times and stay the same, then you're actually falling behind. And so I think that that's just really important. And I love your piece about evolving, and the way that you evolve, like what you were saying. I think that that's even important. Like, you started off with just you doing all the work, putting in the work. Okay, I have an idea and I want to make this happen. And so I'll step out on faith. But as you evolve, we evolve, and we bring other people and help them to evolve and to become. And so, like, the evolution, that whole process is, for a bigger purpose, a bigger vision. And especially if it's called, like, so I appreciate the story. So now you can go back into who you had, your four people, like, and now you're growing. And, it's just really awesome to think that it's all in the way of that evolution from that one picture, that idea that you had.
So it's funny because, we're talking about vision, right? My title that I literally created when I pitched this new job to the general manager is Chief Digital Branding Leader. I didn't want to be a manager. I didn't want to be just a content creator. I wanted to be the person where I could lead the charge and lead the fact that, okay, I have this question about making content. Can you help me? Yes, I can, because this is what I'm doing currently. And it always pushed me, because I knew that if I was to be a leader, I have to go ahead and I have to do it. And I have to be able to show them how to do that. And because I wanted to make sure that I did that, I put that in the title. And every day when someone's like, oh, well, what's Chief Digital Branding Leader? I tell them, like, listen, I made this because I never wanted to be a manager. I don't want to be a boss. I want to be a leader that people can. I want someone to be better than me at this, and I want to be able to help them any way I can. So that's one of the ways. So we're talking about going. We're talking about evolving. If you're just hopping in Clubhouse right now, we're talking about value. I know the room says building your brand, and we're gonna get to that in just 2 minutes. But we're going through evolving and how you have to evolve if you're trying to bring value. We're going through last week's Clubhouse because this is the podcast we're on. So evolving, just me. Now I'm using cameras. I'm shooting 4K. I'm being able to upload to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok. We're making all of these things and we had to evolve. TikTok wasn't even a thing. It was Musically for all y'all out there who who are on Musically, shout out. But you have to evolve. You can't just stay where you were. You have to keep moving. So that was the biggest thing for me, was evolving, and that really is what stuck out to me the most about bringing value in our last Clubhouse. If you are listening to this on a podcast, thank you so much. We are heading over to Clubhouse. We meet every Tuesday, 8:30. You can hop in the Clubhouse, and then at 9 o'clock, we actually start to go over the room. Today is going to be building brand legends. So I'm going to give you a little piece, and then we'll do a deep dive into how to build your brand. So B.R.A.N.D. brand.
Hey Nate, I'm about to hop over to the clubhouse room.
All right, brother. I'll say.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna. Yeah. Let me just
All
give
right.
these, and then we'll hop over to the Clubhouse room.
Okay. Okay.
So if you're still listening to the podcast, let's go. Let's talk about brand. So B.R.A.N.D. B is gonna stand for basics. The basics mission, the basics vision, the basics value. Get to the basics first and get those done and get them ready. R, represent. What do you represent as a brand? A, action. You have to take the hustle. You have to start. You have to go. Just get 1% better each and every day. Take action. Get going. Y'all can do it. Make sure you do it. Keep doing it day in, day out. You can reassess whenever you want to, but you just got to keep going. Get that action moving. Hit that hustle. And you got to have a name. My man Tony with the keys has a name. I have a name. Nathaniel with an A. Not many people have that. Also Nathaniel G. I like to throw that one out there too, because my last name is Nathaniel Greklich. So Nathaniel G. So what's your name? How will people know you? I like Nathaniel. Sounds sophisticated, but I come in with a lot of energy. So sophisticated energy is what I'm going with, I guess. And then D, you gotta differentiate yourself from others. And I'm gonna throw Tony with the keys. I'm gonna throw a little bit of something at him. When we talked about this, he was gonna create some keys with Tony with the keys. So I'm gonna throw that out there for you. If you're listening to the podcast, make sure you find Tony with the keys and reach out and say, dude, where's your keys at? Where those keys you got? So if you are listening to the podcast,
how the key idea has evolved too. It's evolved. It's different than what we even discussed. So it's gonna be amazing.
Awesome. And we're going to talk about that in the Clubhouse room, and we'll do a deep dive next week on building brand legends. Let's head on over to the Clubhouse room. And if you missed this, if you're listening on the podcast, and you probably missed the Clubhouse, but it's okay. We're coming back. We're going to have another good segment of how to build your brand. This is Building Brand Legends, where we meet every Tuesday at 8:30 Facebook Live. Although today we had a little bit of a technical issue, but we're working through it. So we'll see you next time on Building Brand Legends.